Hello everybody. Today is, I have to look, Friday. It's right after lunchtime. Yesterday and today, this is Dexter. Say hi. Dexter watched everybody else's vlogs and he saw that he thought I was ashamed of him. So he wanted to come up and say hello to everybody. And if you wonder where Dexter came from, he's like the little serial killer. So he's kind of scary sometimes. I'm going to put him down. Anyway, so today, oh, I have to show you. It's hard to put up there. I'm going crooked. This is my ring that I picked up. Isn't it beautiful? Um, anyway, so yesterday was a good day. I went and met one of my really good friends, and we went to lunch, and we went to the Harley shop, of course, and had to buy the dreaded sale items, but it makes me happy. But anyway, this morning I had a 0.2. I weighed twice actually. So the first time I had a 0.2 and the second time I had a 0.4. So I decided that I would take the 0.2. So maybe tomorrow will be another 0.2. Who knows? I mean, you play these little games with yourself, so I don't know. Anyway, so I've had a couple of comments, and I've had a couple of people ask me different questions. So, number one, they've asked if I have children. I do have a 27-year-old daughter that lives in Orlando, and I have a 25-year-old daughter that lives in Midland. And I'm 47. Actually, I'll be 47 in February on Valentine's Day. But I like to say, when people say, oh, how old are you? I like to say, oh, I'm 53. People say, oh, wow, you're 53? You don't look 53. And I say, ha. Thank you very much. I'm glad I don't look 53. So anyway. I was thinking yesterday whenever I was driving back about the vlog that I did on talking about the past, and I've had a lot of good comments and a lot of, I'm glad that it's inspirational to people, because I think that's, for me to come on here, I think because I've had such a rough, hard life, that I think for me, I want to share some things with everyone. It may be just therapeutic for myself, but I think if it can help other people to come, or let me put this, overcome some obstacles in their way, then I think that that's important, because we all are on this journey of yuckiness. But so I wanted to share with you today. As I told you, my mother was an alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was thinking yesterday when I was coming back from my trip, that there was a time that I mentioned that there was a lot of men in my life. My mother was married either 6 or 7 times. That was either legally or common law or whatever. So as you can imagine, there were a lot of men in and out of my life. Some of them loved my mother, and some of them wanted to love me, if you know what I mean. And so there were times I had to sleep with my mother. I've seen my mother beaten. I've seen everything that you can imagine. My mother loved us, but there were times, I mean, I remember one time in particular. Well, let me back up and say, most of my life, I lived under my bed. I had a trundle bed, and under the trundle bed, I put all my pictures of everything that was important to me. My pictures of my grandmother, of, I want to say Donny Osmond, I don't know, just things that meant something to me. And that's where I lived. I didn't like the arguing. I didn't like all the stuff that went with the drug abuse, all the people in and out of my house. I didn't like seeing my mother being used and sexually and through drugs. I've seen my share of things. One time in particular, I got out of school, and my grandmother came to pick us up, or pick me up from school, and whenever I got in the car, it was strange that she came to pick us up, and I said, where's Mom? And she said, well, she didn't really want to tell me, so we went to my house, and my house was empty. My mother moved and didn't mention anything about it, and she moved to Dallas. And she was there for a while, and I remember her calling over and over, and you know, not every day. I'm just talking about holidays and you know that sort of thing. And she would always promise that she was coming home. And I remember, you know, waiting on Easter. She called and said she'd be there for Easter, and I waited on the edge of the bed for days, and she never came. So that was really hard. One time it was New Year, she took me out between two towns because I've been looking for her. She was doing her drugs, doing her thing, and she took me out between two towns. I knew something was wrong when she walked in the door, and she told me to go get in the car. We drove between two towns, which was about 20, 30 miles apart. She pulled over the car, and I begged, I cried, I pleaded for her to please, please, I'm sorry, don't. She leaned across me, she opened the door, she put her foot on me, and she pushed me out of the car. She drove away, and I remember my brother standing at the back window with his hands on the window, crying, and I called my dad. I had to stop at there was motels, and there was just a few motels in between, and I had to run across the interstate. Truck drivers were there. I was very scared. I went in. I asked to use the phone. The woman said all she had was a pay phone. So truck driver, thank God, just gave me change. I called my dad, and my dad said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you," and hung up the phone. A little while later, my mother came back, and she was furious. Still, she picked me up, didn't speak. We went to the party she was planning on going to. Everybody was doing their stuff, and I had to go sit in a bedroom and wait. So, I give you that past a little tidbit of who I am. Not for anybody to go, oh, I don't want to be felt sorry for, anything like that. The only reason that I tell you this is because, as I told you before, I have a long history of abuse and neglect and different things. It's past, it's gone. You wake up and you go forward. Whenever I feel bad, I'm reminded that I can't run, I can't hide, I have to stand until I can take another step. And whenever I can step, I walk, and whenever I can't, I stop and I stand. And as far as my weight journey goes, that's where I am with that. Is that I love Robin with the weight loss apocalypse because I've learned and I'm learning so much about who I am and my emotional baggage. Now, like I said, from my past to today, I feel like that I've overcome so much, and I have so much to say. I'm writing a book and about everything that goes along, and I'm going to share more. And it's just my life sometimes just crazy, crazy, painful things, but it makes me who I am, and your pain makes you who you are, and we have to go forward. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, when I shared about the bulimia and all that, like I said, nobody knew. Not my mother, not my dad, not my husband, not my children. Maybe people suspected, but they never said anything. My husband last night, because he didn't know, and he said, "Could you just throw up without anybody knowing it?" And yes, you can. So anyway, I am happy to be on this journey. I love all of the comments, and we're on this journey together. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit today. I've drank my water. I have eaten some halibut that was really good. I've never really had halibut. It's really dense, and your portion is like you know, some little tiny thing. So, you know what? Let me show you real quick. I know that I am out of time, but I wanted to show you something really quick. Some people have asked about my motorcycle, so I wanted to show you if I can. I hate to take a lot of time because I know that my time is running out, and I promise you this little download will take 3 hours or more. I don't know why it takes so long. Maybe somebody can tell me that. Oh, and while I'm looking, the other thing I wanted to ask everybody is when you do your car vlogs, is there a little thing that you put your phone in, or how do you do it? I mean, I'm pretty ignorant about stuff like that. You guys all have some of the coolest things that you do. I have to learn it all from you. I'm rambling. I'm trying to hurry, really I am, so I'm going to look up and, yeah, it's way, I'm in the 11 minutes almost. Oh, here's one. I'll just show you this one. You can't really tell. It's purple. There's a glare. That's my bike. It's in the shop right now, but anyway, it's a 2002 Road King. It's all chrome, the frame, everything. It's beautiful. So anyway, you all have a good day. I look forward to reading your vlogs, and y'all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.